Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. We're going to take a sidestep here and have a little bit of fun. This is a reel that I just purchased, so if you'll indulge me. This is a Matsu MTT230A, and I indulged my curiosity. This is a 2-ball bearing reel, and I think we've all seen them. You go on eBay or another auction site or Amazon or whatever, and there are always these reels that are advertised for about $9.50 with free shipping, and you just have to say to yourself, what can it possibly be? And I pulled one of these ads. It's not the same reel. I pulled one of these ads, nice American flag on the top of it. I have no idea why they put it there. It's certainly not made in the USA. High speed G ratio, must be gear ratio, 5.1. Bait, folding rocker spin fishing reels with line US, whatever that may mean. And then as you go into the description, it's always fun. 100% brand new and high quality, we'll see. Exquisite workmanship. High speed printing burring. Not quite sure what that is. This is a perfect tool for fishing. Suitable for small boats, and then this stuff gets interesting. I got to go do some research here, but co-location rod, raft, straight shank pole, and pole, short sea pole. Ball bearing, well, that would be one, but there's 3 of them in this. Material is plastic. I will confirm that. We do have a plastic reel here. But an interesting note on the back page here, they're telling me that the package includes a fishing wheel, W-H-E-E-L, with line. So, how do you like that, huh? So if you've ever been curious, this video is for you. We're going to take it apart. We're going to see if it's worth the $8.50. I have yet to figure out how you can charge $8.50 with free shipping when it cost me $8.50 to send a 2-pound package within my state. So we'll go figure that one out some other day. But right now I'm just going to take it apart. We'll look at the materials, and I will tell you, the reel turns easily. It functions the way you would like it to function. It's got a plastic case, and believe it or not, there's plenty of applications for this reel where I'm sure that if you own this reel, it would serve your purpose. And most of the time, I think pond fishing and children, first time reel experience, lightly used one. Perhaps you have a cabin at a lake, get some visitors every now and then, want to take them fishing, and you don't care if they dump the reel in the water and you never find it again. Those are all great reasons to have a reel like this at that price point. But I'm just going to satisfy my curiosity. Hopefully I'm going to satisfy yours. We're going to take this thing apart and see what it's made out of. So let's start with the taking the spool off. Always a good place to start. You'll notice I do not have my protective glove on. Hopefully I'm not going to get to the point where this is dirty or got any kind of junk inside of it. We're just going to try and figure this out. Okay, take it off. We have a traditional drag stack in here. Let's go take that apart and just confirm that there's actually drags in there. I've seen some low-end reels that don't have the drag. So in this case we have felt drags. Are they felt? It looks like a felt. Let's grab my little pick here and see. Yes, it is. This is a felt drag. They should be oiled, but this is not an unusual setup. It's got the 3 or 4 washers, felt, metal, felt here. So this is a good drag system. Nothing wrong with that. It's probably better than some of the ones that we get in the low end of the marketplace here. So I'll give this one good marks for the drag system. As I mentioned, some low end reels I see don't even have it. They just press against the click rotor, and that's what holds it in, and that's what makes it work. Okay, let's go underneath here then and see. We've got a handle that can be set from either side. That's a convenience point. That's a nice deal. Again, this is plastic. It's not graphite. Nothing wrong with plastic. I imagine that it could snap. You could break the reel seat. It could scuff, I guess, versus a graphite. But then again, for $8, it's kind of interesting. In this case, The handle's probably a universal handle. You probably pay $8 just to get a handle somewhere. So I always wonder about the economics of this and how folks can get this done, but they do. All right, we'll take the 3 of these out. Let's see what we got underneath. It says this is a 2-ball bearing system. So let's take this apart then. There's 3 screws that hold it in. It's a fashion statement, right? It's got a nice gold color to it. It's got a black offset. Something that's attractive to the eye. Something that, you know, if you had it on your pole, you would feel good about, I think, or at least show it off. No problems there. Let's go see what we got underneath here. I'm not expecting much, but it does say 2-ball bearings. Let's go find out where the second one is. I'm assuming the first one is on the rotor. I want to be careful with this case because it is plastic. Okay, well, we have to pull the rotor off to get there, but that's okay because I wanted to find out what's in the rotor anyway. And this one's got a reverse threaded nut to hold it on. That's to go in the direction of the spin. All right, we have a so we have an older style anti-reverse. You would expect that. You wouldn't expect to see an anti-reverse bearing in here. You have the toothed rotor, and then we have the eccentric driven little stop for that. We have a ball bearing underneath here, and this is why I couldn't get the case off before. There's another nut, another screw here. Now, as I tell everybody, take pictures along the way. I doubt if you can find the schematic on this. One of the things I believe goes on with these is that these are just job shopped out. But again, nothing to say is wrong with that. So here's your second ball bearing. It's in the case. It's got a sleeve. It appears totally functional. This is, I like to call it pot metal. I'm not quite sure what the metal is in there, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's well lubricated. You got some kind of an alloy pinion gear. We have a bushing on the backhand side here. Not unusual. And then on the side that does all the work, on the gear, we have the other bearing. We have a traditional crosswind block. And we have the crosswind gear, which is going to drive this up and down. So you know what? For $8, it's kind of a little bit of an amazement here in terms of the economics behind it. How do you even buy 2 bearings, a handle, a traditionally engineered fishing reel, plastic case, not graphite. It's in an attractive package for a small fee. So I don't know how they do it, but let's just go figure a couple of things out with this. So the first thing you want to think about is, well, where is it appropriate to use, and who could benefit from a reel like this? So the first take on something like this, again, is the occasional user. You're not going to make this your daily driver or your daily fisher, that's for sure. It's not going to stand up to the rigors of a couple hours a day, every day. I'm just going to believe that the plastic is going to wear down on that. The bushings will wear out on it, and so on. But it is an occasional use reel. It looks like a nice setup. I've seen a lot worse, and I'm actually kind of surprised that you can buy a reel like this in that price point. So I don't know if this is typical of the ones that are out there, advertised with bad spelling, bad grammar, and display an American flag that has nothing to do with the reel whatsoever. But in this case, I'm going to say this reel is a good value for the money. We're just going to put it back together now. So the downsides. It probably won't stand up to the rigors. Plastic cases can crack. No schematics. No parts available. which is kind of interesting because the parts inside of these are probably worth, like I said, you could probably pay $8 for a handle alone here. So no parts are going to be available. Nobody's going to service it. If you figure that a typical repair shop is probably going to charge you $10 to $20 to repair a reel, why would you spend $10 to $20 on a reel that's going to cost $8.50? But overall, well, we got a little bit of a grind in there now, don't we? It's a little bit of a Rough Rider, but that's okay. So this is it. This is a Matsu MT230A fishing reel, and you know what? I'm going to say it's an okay purchase. It's kind of surprises me. I kind of thought when I was going to get inside I was going to see plastic gears or something. I saw the plastic bushing, but that's not unusual. And it's a little Rough Rider, but you know what? For the price and for the amount paid and for the potential uses of it, I don't think it's a bad deal at all. So that satisfies my curiosity. $8 well spent. I'll find a kid who needs a reel, and this will become quite a joy for them, I'm sure. So I hope you enjoyed the look inside. This is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Thank you for watching.